You're this perp back with another video. Just got done watching Mare of Easttown episode 4. Man, this series is really good, man. I wish more people would get around to watching it week to week. Maybe it'll gain some traction afterwards, but we have a lot to talk about in this episode, man. It just keeps getting better and better, and we got a lot of reveals throughout this episode. So let's get right to it. The episode opens up with Mare pretty much accepting the fact that she's off the case. Hasn't really told her family yet. Things are starting to shift as far as in the police department. Also find out that the father of Aaron's child is neither Dylan or Frank, so that is something interesting. So those two suspects are off the table, but it's still something is in the background looming that will probably get revealed very shortly. Dawn's character has more development and has more to do in this episode, as she gets a call saying, "Oh, I know where your daughter is. If you want to find out where she is, you gotta pay me $5,000. Meanwhile, Mare is having a family meeting, letting them know exactly what happened, and they start to kind of look at her kind of crazy, and she has to do this therapy, which I think with these therapy sessions, we're gonna see a lot more of Mare kind of just open up with just her and Kevin and just what's really going on with inside her mental, because she's definitely been through some things. They definitely go into some flashbacks throughout this episode. Meanwhile, you have Zabel pressing Deacon Mark about just his whole transfer and stuff, and I think just the whole Deacon, I still think it's too obvious. I think there's still more to his character that they're not showing us, and we're probably going to get that sooner than later. Then we get the other side plot of Richard and Mare, which I really don't care about, to be honest. Like, it's cool and it's cute, but I just don't care for it right now. Maybe by the end of it, maybe it'll have something to do with something. I don't know, but right now it's just, I really don't care about this storyline between these two, to be honest. Speaking of storylines I do care about, though, is we get more of Dawn and, her relationship with this character named Betsy, or Beth, and she's really kind of going through it with her brother and her addiction, his addiction, I should say, which plays a really interesting part of this episode and leads to one of the dopest twists of this series so far. Go back to that. So now we have Carrie and Drew kind of bonding. He's definitely not kind of feeling it, just because he doesn't really know Carrie like that, so you can't really blame him. While this is going on, Mare is doing some investigation of Aaron, of all of her social medias, and is digging up clues while kind of reminiscing of, Kevin and just how bad his addiction got, to the point where he was stealing from his mother. And we're probably going to get more of that. I don't see that, but Carrie pops up to the house to bring back Drew just because it doesn't seem like he wants to be there with her, and you could just tell that Carrie wants a relationship with her son, and Mare is really trying to kind of kill that, and she lets her know, like, yo, I'm really out here trying, and you just don't care. So they decide to question Jess again, because Mare is reminded that, Aaron needed money for this ear surgery, and she wants to know how she would get her money. And comes out she made this kind of like OnlyFans kind of page, kind of back page kind of ad, and that's pretty much how she probably got caught up, but I think there's more to that. We'll get back to that. So during all this stuff, after this, you have Zabel shoot a shot with Mare, which I thought was hilarious. And I don't know if they're going to take that somewhere. If they should take that somewhere, I think it would be a more interesting kind of relationship than her and Richard, to be honest. How do you guys feel about that in the comments below? And also, what are you guys' thoughts on Deacon Mark? Do you think that he's completely guilty, or he's just kind of playing the middleman for somebody else? Let me know in the comments below about that as well. Now, a quick scene with Dylan where it looked like he was about to smother this baby, but it seems like he really still cares about this kid, even though, it's not his. So it's going to be interesting to see where they take his story. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. So another girl gets snatched up. She's a little bit older. She's like in her early 20s. And now everybody's kind of thinking that the dude that's taking these girls are connected. Some people don't think that this has anything to do with Aaron, but Mare, being the good detective that she is, she thinks otherwise. Like, there's definitely more to this that we're not seeing. As we get towards the end of the episode, Siobhan is taking a liking to this chick, I think her name was Anna, that runs this, radio show. And this becomes a whole mess. And I like this whole scene, how this plays out. You have Helen bringing the humor once again, where she's hiding this ice cream in these like green pea bags, whatever. That was fucking hilarious. Becca pops up though and kind of asks, can I come in? Can I wait for Siobhan? Because Siobhan's pretty much been lying. And this becomes problematic as, Siobhan ends up taking, I think her name is Anna. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Down to the basement. And this leads Becca to completely freak out and storm out the house, knocking down Helen, just completely just trucking the shit out of Helen to the point where, she has to kind of get the ambulance called. Now, we get another clue on who Aaron's actual baby daddy might be. Do y'all know what this locket could mean? What does this mean? Will this come to play next episode? So now, this was a really hard scene to watch as Dawn accepts this guy's offer, for $5,000 to see, Kate, and it ends up going left. And you have Betsy, Beth, I'm just gonna call her Beth. You have Beth's brother, Freddie, come out of nowhere, and he's the one that kind of set all this up just because he wanted to get some money out of her, and it was so fucked up. And this just goes to show you how real Dawn is, because she could have blew up her brother's spot like that, but, she wanted to make it worse on her. She just wanted to see her daughter, and that was just crushing to see. But the episode ends off, we see Katie Bailey, that's Dawn's daughter, and the chick that just got snatched up during this episode, Misty Sager or something like that. Really solid, dope episode. How do you guys feel about this? Did I miss anything? Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about the Deacon? Who do you guys think is the actual killer? Give me your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Till next week, I will see y'all later. Peace.